Feral Audio.
Welcome to a very special Danny and Mike one-shot, wherein the fellas discuss acts of Subway kindness, banana seltzer, and my painful FIFA calluses. Now play the music, Husky. How is everybody, besides obviously wearing black t-shirts?
Well,
you're not wearing a t-shirt.
I'm wearing black, though.
For the listener, Mike is shirtless on my couch because he just took a bike ride. And oh no, you're right. Yeah, when I said shirtless, that's accurate. You do have
shirtless.
A bandana around your neck.
Oh, and now you're taking the bandana off.
You know what happens to Dan when he gets excited, right? He stutters.
I start stuttering.
So my bandana's exciting me.
Welcome to the 7th Danny Mike One Shot. To my right, Mr. Danny Tamborelli.
Hola.
With a shirt on. And to his right, Mr. Michael C. Morona, the Shirtless Wonder Pizza King. How are you, sirs?
Buongiorno. I'm pretty good.
And I'm producer Jeremy. I forgot that part. Why are you shirtless?
Yeah, I just wrote here. I'm that guy. Twice in one day, I'm that guy who was on the bike with his train. I'm that
Interesting.
guy. Yeah.
Once at
I've
rush
never
hour.
seen anybody put a train on a bicycle before.
Yeah.
Well?
I tried to not hit anybody with my tires on the train, and I managed to lean on some guy real hard as soon as the train shifted, and I was texting you guys, I'm on the way.
Really? Did he give you guff?
No, he was completely understanding.
How did he smell?
Didn't inhale the whole time. just like Bill Clinton. I did not inhale. And then later, some guy saw me, still quite overheated, some guy saw me trying to take my shirt off while holding a bike upright and fail, and he held the bike for me.
Oh, that's
While
nice.
you took your shirt off.
While I shed one layer, and not this one, obviously.
It's 70,
I was wearing two t-shirts,
It's 78 degrees in
was
lovely
working.
New York City
I was
today.
working.
Why on earth would you have two t-shirts on?
I felt like dressing up nice. It was chilly this morning when I left. It's like 60-something degrees.
It's that time of the year.
You know, 60-something, it's going to be nice and warm soon.
So. Anyway, the guy who held my bike for me as I shed my skin, I gave him a bottle of water because I had an extra.
Really?
I had one in my backpack.
Did you tell him it was crafty?
I didn't tell it that I had just not paid for it.
Right.
It was freely
that's
given.
true.
It was much like Donald Trump's charity money. It was taken from somewhere else and passed on to someone
Right.
else, but I took the credit in the middle.
Right. So you can't get in trouble for it. If you,
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
And you claim a
Your hands are
deduction.
clean.
It's like a win-win-win.
It's a win-win.
Win. There's 3 wins in there.
Oh, man.
It's a lot of winning.
You're going to get so tired of
You're
winning.
Get tired. Oh, boy. Hey,
You're a piece of garbage.
What? I can't believe that just came out of both of our mouths.
No, I mean, I had good experiences on the subway despite my intentional flaunting of fate with my flouting of fate with the bringing the bike on the train. You know, several people helped me up and let me know when I was straying.
Oh, yeah. Those guys. A little help here. Just a little bit of help. No. You're riding the line a little bit.
I'm used to like carrying things on set and, big bulky lights and looking behind me to make sure that I'm not going to bang somebody as I turn around. So the bike is a bit like that too.
Have you ever seen the guys on the subways that do the hat? It's like a hacky sack with a hat. Dirty ass hat. I was on the subway 2 days ago, and there was some guy doing that. You know, they have the boombox, and it's the dancers.
It's showtime. You're talking about showtime.
But there's one guy that all he knows how to do is the hat.
I've not seen the hacky sack hat.
Well, I had neither, and I was with a buddy, and I was like, I don't know, that was kind of cool. And he's like, no, it wasn't. I've seen it all the time, and he was one of the worst ones.
New Yorkers have become in quick time.
He was born here too. Yeah, exactly.
There were not 5 full rotations of the hat from the leg to the hand.
He didn't. Yeah, exactly. He didn't touch the ceiling of the train once.
Fail, fail, bro. Total fail.
There wasn't even that many people on. He could have totally done a full cartwheel.
Yeah, there was no nobody could have got kicked in the face on that. His feet weren't even that high.
Exactly.
I don't know why New Yorkers are talking like surfers.
I don't know. You seen that video of that band Mutoid Man? They did a pretty sweet video of them on the train just like rocking out.
Oh wow.
It's just like them. It's like just a teeny little drum set and like a little cube amp, and they're ripping it up.
Was it unauthorized? Was it unauthorized or was it authorized?
Oh, it was definitely unauthorized. It's like they're like, okay, we're waiting for the 2 minutes that we're gonna be going in between Brooklyn and New York.
Oh, okay.
Baku, 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 baku.
How was it? Full bandy, or did they do acoustics with just loud?
No.
Brushes.
They had like
Obviously
no.
brushes.
They had
Full drum set. They just wheeled in.
They had little
brushes.
cubed amps.
Okay.
So it was
somewhat
definitely-
powered.
It was definitely electric.
What, the little Marshall 9 volts? Is that what you're talking about?
Pig nose.
No.
Danny's busy texting at the
Yeah.
moment.
Don't let me
I'm
glad
looking. I'm actually looking to see it so I can make it a thing.
He's
So I'm sorry, guys.
trying to book a subway.
Yeah,
Jeez.
riding the train.
Oh yeah,
He's trying to get a
it's-
subway.
It's no.
He's trying to get a subway on open table right now.
It's so worth. It was so worth it. It's them doing Tom Jones. She's a lady.
Okay.
Oh wow!
I'll listen to it.
It's
Yeah,
awesome.
I'll watch it.
We'll definitely check
And
that out.
that's something that I would like to see more of on the subway. I'd be okay with
Tom
that.
Jones covers or
After 10:30 or 11 a.m. and before like school lets out at 3, just go buck wild on the subway.
Or a weekend.
what
it's
is
fine.
the matter with you?
Because there's not a lot of people, It's,
of course
it's,
there are.
Yeah,
there are
but
baristas.
No, what I'm saying is,
They have a second shift to get to.
Yeah.
I'm just saying for the people who are on the trains during those off-peak hours, that
Yeah.
they should give us some entertainment, and something like that would entertain me. A rock and roll version of "She's a Lady."
Yeah, but okay, that would totally appeal to me. But say it's somebody else on the train who wasn't into that. It's not like they can just go like this. They're stuck.
No,
For the whole train ride with that
no, you
band.
just walk through the 2 doors that they say you're not allowed to walk through. Go to a different car.
I remember that on the A train, the guys used to carry little screwdrivers to pop the doors open.
Wait, what? While it's what?
On the A train,
Oh,
to,
in
to
between.
get between
I got that makes
cars.
sense.
Yeah,
I thought you meant like when it was moving.
I've always abided
while
by
it
the
was-
rules.
yes,
I mean,
while it was
I was
moving.
thinking
Is
side
it-
doors.
Are they always locked? I always see people walking through them.
Some of
this
them
was
are.
back in
Some
the
of
day.
them are.
Those trains. Some
Those
are.
crazy 90s days.
Yeah,
huh?
some aren't. Those 80s too. Some are. Some aren't. Some is. Some ain't.
Some isn't. Some
Some is and
aren't?
some isn't.
Aren't.
I don't really
is?
like to walk through the train while it's moving. I like to just stand and or sit.
People
in
just
one
assume
spot.
that you're asking for money.
Nobody assumes that.
I don't know. That didn't. That I don't.
Yeah.
buy
Why?
that.
So why do you shake the little Pete hat upside down? I saw a little slice of Penn and Teller the other night, and he put on. He was talking about how he was the trap master, and Teller put on the fur lined little Pete hat
Wow.
for the end for the climax of the trick. It was a good trick.
We have one that we use for man boob sketches, and it's so disgustingly dirty at the moment.
I have a real one.
From the show.
Yeah. It's in my
He
apartment.
has the
it's in my
original one.
apartment right now.
What would it take for you to sell that?
I wouldn't sell it.
2 more months? What would it take?
I wouldn't sell it.
Would you trade it to Brady for a signed jersey?
Ew. No.
Tom Brady?
Never.
Who would you trade it? Would you trade with Pelé because he's about to die?
No, I wouldn't.
What if David Geffen was like
No.
one record
No.
for one?
Screw that guy.
Wow. And one
another
beach out.
an extra brand I hate. Geffen.
Really?
DGC?
Not fair.
I liked it when it was DGC.
They really
Just
lost
because
their
of-
way. Yeah.
Just because of DGC Rarities Volume 1. I don't know. It was a night. Yeah, he's a shit.
I get it. He's a shitbag though.
Wow. This took a dark turn. Can we go back to the subway?
Yeah.
What-
I like the subway.
What's your favorite? Give me your top. This might not have happened yet before, but what would be your top Subway cover song?
Electra 4AD. Oh,
Really?
Yeah. What do you call it? From Last Splash.
Oh, wow.
Do like Driving on 9
Okay.
or Cannonball, actually. Both of those are great Subway songs.
Cannonball.
Yeah.
Like a barbershop quartet, Cannonball.
One guy just goes. Boo, doo, 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 doo.
That would be you because you play bass.
And have the hat.
And you have the hat, yeah. That's why it's like the guy with the van is the drummer, the guy with the hat is the bass,
Right.
is the bass man.
Speaking of mouth bass,
No one listens.
Nope.
yeah, that's true. I was just going boo doo 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 doo. Right. Well, the last day of the Undone Sweaters tour, we were in Dayton, and the last song we started playing the sweater song, and my bass just died. The amp just literally the amp shot a fucking pint glass off the top of it and
What?
exploded. Like something happened, like something
That's pretty
jerked
cool.
the whole amp. I don't know what
pretty cool.
happened. It's weird because afterwards I tried to fix it and there was nothing wrong with it. It turned on just fine. But
Did you try and play any Breeders songs?
no,
or-
but
Or
we were
amps-
already
or amp songs?
we were already starting to play. It was the last song of the set, and so I just had to mouth bass the sweater song going. Doom, 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 doom,
Oh wow, you really the climax of your show too. This is like your second encore.
Oh, it was terrible. I mean, I took it. I
Undone.
took it like a man and just did it and like got through it.
You should have just turned
People
to-
were like, "Wow, that was really cool, man. You're doing that mouth bass."
You
Like,
should have turned to
really
the guys
just,
real
like-
quick and gone, "Friends of P, quick, Friends of P, quick. Let's just do
Of
Friends
all
of P."
the loud jounce shows that you've done,
I know.
for the show for that amp to go out.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought you were doing a sweater show.
No,
That's
it
what I'm
was.
saying. Like he's played a million of these
I mean, Jounce is a
loud,
heavier
heavier
outfit, I
shows,
guess.
and then you play a
Sure.
Weezer cover song on your amp list.
I'm sorry.
And
Did
we're
you just
playing-
brag about fronting a heavy outfit?
No, I didn't say that.
I'm pretty sure you just bragged about fronting a heavy outfit.
No, I just said that. Jounce was heavier. than the
Heavier,
sweaters.
exactly. You compared yourself to another outfit, and your outfit was heavy. Okay, that's fine. You just got to take your colors off when you
like 'em.
soldier through here. Okay.
No, I like them both. It's fine, but it is funny because it was like during a very tame, the opening of the sweater song. It was just like there's nothing going on. And
Right.
It just went out so quickly, and we had just been playing for so long.
Okay.
I thought my
Okay. We
stuff
get it.
was-
We get it. We get
I know.
it. We get it.
We get it.
Regret it.
I don't regret it. I don't regret
Because it enabled him to dip into his mouth bass.
Right. He's been holding on to that he's been waiting for this moment. Yeah.
I was trying to keep that
I've
egg.
been waiting for this moment.
That's
My
right.
whole
Anyone out
life.
there needs a mouth bassist for a band, you
Hold
let me know.
on. Hold on. I can feel Jeremy is holding a knife.
Wait, what are you singing?
Hold on.
That's true, man. What weird.
What are you talking about?
Speaking of, I'm not holding a knife. What are you talking about?
What's the one? What's that horror movie? I can never forget the picture. It's like the girl murders everybody at prom.
Carrie?
No. She has like a knife held behind her back, and she's a prom dress on.
Gilmore Girls.
No, and her hair is done up in a braid, and the braid is in a noose. Like it's a murder. It's a murder. It's like
Prom Night,
It's a slasher
right?
movie. Is it called
I
Prom
think it's
Night?
called Prom Night.
It's not Silent Night, Deadly Night. I think it was
My
Prom Night.
First fact check of the episode.
How many minutes in is the first fact check of the episode?
12 minutes or so.
Yeah, let's say 13 and a half.
It's not bad.
Ooh.
You got to wear glasses when you do it.
I think it's Prom Night. We'll see what Google says.
I've never seen it.
But you remember the cover of the
I'm not sure if I
VHS
do.
cover, right?
But I don't believe...
Okay, now I'm pretty good at search terms.
I
Nope.
don't think that's it.
No, that's not it. I'm pretty good at search terms. I'm like,
What
you like
would
to
your
call-
search term be for that?
I would
Prom
say
night.
knife, prom dress, hair noose. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Wow.
Knife,
Hair news.
Prom dress.
She's a braided.
Hair news will probably turn some.
No, but it's like a horror movie. You know what I mean? Like it's deliberately shocking. I don't know what made me think of it exactly.
I don't know either.
Oh, my
April Fool's Day.
buddy. Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
That's it.
April Fool's Day.
That's
ladies and
it.
gentlemen. Rush out
not
to
a-
your local theater and demand it.
My buddy Blake Fischera, who is a college bud, and I've worked with him since, released a book called "Scored to Death" about various horror movie soundtracks, and he interviewed John Carpenter and a bunch of other
That's
horror
awesome.
movie composers. So run right out to your local brick and mortar
Which you should anyway. because-
retailer,
Yeah.
right? Because Book Court just closed up on Court Street.
Really?
Yeah.
Book
I think
Court
that
just
whole
closed?
area-
No.
Changed.
Book Court closed a while ago. Something else just closed.
Shakespeare was in
No.
there.
Another place on Court?
Yeah, community bookstore.
Oh, yeah. Kate did
A reading there, right?
Immaculate, yeah, for
Didn't
her
she read
release.
one of her first readings? Was there, right?
Yeah, that's on Court, and it's not there anymore.
That's what I
Really?
mean.
That's
These
sad.
fucking
Past
places
tense.
are closing. Like what?
Yeah, there's only one bookstore in Queens. There's only one local bookstore in all of Queens.
That's it.
Which
can't
one?
be true. Is that true?
It's true.
What is it called?
Wait a minute.
I'm serious.
What
You're
is it
saying
called?
There's
What is
only
it called?
one independent
Yeah, it's
bookstore
in Long
Queens.
Island, and it's in Long Island City
Well, everybody gets funneled through there if they take the train.
or Astoria.
Ooh,
but that's it.
That's worse. Yeah. If you're going to Greek town, get me one of those gyros.
They're opening up a bookstore next to the Ice King of Corona.
The Lemon Ice King of Corona? I've been. It's not.
It's
You know what I mean? It's like you're not going to take. Yeah. You know, people come in from out of town. I've had some international visitors that like really.
They want to go there because they see the King of Queens opening.
No, but you understand that you may not lead somebody there if they don't ask for it.
It's hard to lead anybody to that neighborhood because it's in the middle of nowhere.
You're on your way to a Met game.
Yeah, well, true.
You have to get a mirror for your '96 Impala.
I'm convinced that all of those shops by Willets Point, that now a lot of them are gone.
As we said, last app.
I think they left the potholes and the roads really shitty. So even if you drive down there with no problems with your car, you're going to go out.
You're going to come out with
oh, you know what?
Turn around.
Maybe got to go back.
Yeah, you can leave anytime you want, but just tell us why.
Your chassis is broken.
Jeremy,
I don't have a chassis.
You don't have a chassis?
Jeremy, I was thinking about it, and I think season 8 of The Simpsons is one of my most favorites.
That's it.
Yeah,
I guess they're doing the Ever Simpsons Ever again on FX. Maybe I'll.
I think it's my season
Pop
8.
in. 8
is the best of best. It's got.
Is that a Conan season?
It's got a really tight. It's got a really tight 3-episode. Like, ooh, it's really good. Yeah.
Is it an arc? Is it like a?
I don't know.
Continued?
No, they're all they're all episodic. They're not serialized. But if you, it's like what the fuck.
I feel
Mr. Sparkle. There's the Mr. Sparkle episode, the X-Files episode, and then the Twisted World of Marge Simpson in a row. And those that's like the tight 3 episodes in that.
That's
season.
the classics.
Because they go, Hall of Famer Whitey Ford is being pelted with pretzels. That's that's what happens in that episode.
I've watched a ton of those. I mean, I've had an old roommate that was obsessed. He had every DVD collection, every season. Like,
we never lived together.
But you have all of them?
No.
We talked about this. You don't have them all.
No.
But you have a lot of them.
No, I don't.
You don't have any of them. You've watched all of them.
I have a couple.
What did we talk about? We talked about this 2 episodes ago. That you'd watched a lot of them.
I've watched a few.
I don't. I can't retain. This is a problem. I can't retain. Maybe it's brain surgery. Maybe it's because I had a tumor.
How many minutes?
Drink more water. If you can't retain
18 minutes,
water,
18 minutes in, first brain
just drink
tumor.
more water.
If I can't retain water, drink more water.
Yeah.
I would
Retain information.
Memory.
Oh, you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about your income.
He's like an MMA
I thought you were
guy.
talking about your water income.
MMA guy
Thanks for
trying to
being
cut weight.
invested in what I was saying.
He's trying to cut weight.
No,
I wasn't really listening. You should drink water.
I can't retain information.
A girlfriend.
Or that. But yeah. So I've watched a shit ton of these episodes, but I don't. But there's certain shows, like Mr. Show, or
There's a
Upright,
pleasure.
You name any of that stuff, and I can.
Hey,
rattle
Jeremy,
it off.
there's a pleasure in seeing something that you had forgotten you'd seen before. I'm sure there's a lengthy German word for that,
It's the something effect.
but you know what I mean? Like, not just, it's not deja vu exactly, but there's got to be a pleasure in seeing something that you've seen before, you'd forgotten it, and you're comforted because you know what's going to happen
And
next.
it like rings the bell or something.
You know what's going to happen next because you've already seen the fucker.
I feel like that every time I watch Blazing Saddles.
Really?
Yeah, because I'll watch it.
But you know the lines that are going to come next? Is what we're talking about? For sure. I'm very annoying when I watch movies that I've already seen.
It's one of those things.
Sure.
Mostly.
And did you watch with your pops or anything like that? Or
Yeah. Like that's definitely where I learned all of that stuff from. It's my pop putting all that stuff on. That and Monty Python, essentially, and Blackadder.
You love Blackadder.
What is that?
Hugh Laurie. That's what I think. Probably the first time I saw Hugh Laurie. He plays Pop and Jay or something.
You just, for the record, you put that seltzer can completely, almost 2/3 full on my couch as a cup holder.
Yeah, it stays.
Look,
Well,
mine
it does
stays
until
too.
I sit down.
Mine stays too.
You're over there though. I was right beside him.
I'll be there and you'll be
Kinda
here.
right,
And
yeah, I like lamp. Here's a little something shocking for the both of you. I'm going to be traveling to the state of Florida this weekend.
But why?
Well, there's an ocean there.
There are so many other states you could go to
No,
that aren't Florida.
I have family, though.
Oh, okay.
No, my aunt and uncle live down there, and they're moving away from the beach, so I thought I'd go enjoy the weekend. Why?
You'd go rub their face in it.
We just lost Florida.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Mike.
Yeah, cross it off.
I'll gain it. Don't worry.
I think people in Florida. I think people in Florida know exactly what I'm talking about.
They have to see. Like, I didn't. Honestly, though, I lived there for 2 or 3 years. I didn't see. I noticed the driving sucked.
You didn't see any other humans,
but I didn't notice the frequency of ridiculous shit that happens to people in that state
until you looked at the account Florida Man on Twitter.
No, but you did tell me about that.
That's a great. I'm not going to stop saying it because
you should look at it.
Consistently provides funny news clips.
But once I got
funny and sad,
a little perspective and can look at it from afar. Yeah, there's a lot of it must be something in the water.
America's Wang.
Okay. That's 22 minutes for the first dick joke of the episode. That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
That's not
bad.
bad.
A good clip.
First brain mention was 12, so that's a good 12 minutes later. Anyway, what's else is crapping in gents? Well, you just got off Jounce tour. Jounce tour. You did a
Jounce tour USA.
You did a 12 city tour.
What was it?
It was 17.
17 city tours.
It was like 17 cities in 10 days, right?
It was like 17 It was like 17 gigs in like 27 days. It was a Lazy Man's tour.
Wow. Plus,
it doesn't say a lot for the super secret minivan rental that we don't talk about.
Oh, yeah, we can't talk about that.
No, that's fine. It worked out fine.
Good.
Everything worked out.
You did all the driving?
Just fine. Yeah, I still did all the driving. Up to about, I don't know, I bet I'd put 75 to 100 hours of driving in this summer.
Let's look at his butt. Let's look at his butt and check it out. Let's find out.
Mike, keep your hands to yourself.
No. They can cut your butt and check it like tree rings to see how much sitting you've been doing.
See if that Chrysler minivan is.
It's gonna when I die, they're gonna cut me up and they'll be like, "Oh, this guy played Shining Force for 48 hours straight when his uncle was not using the Genesis." They're gonna know that, or however long it was. It wasn't 2 days straight.
But if they did it today, it would be FIFA hands. He's this guy has FIFA hands.
Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed that I have calluses.
Video game calluses.
I have calluses from the video game controller.
That's what the kids are calling it these days.
At my adult age, of very mature, of beep, insert very mature age here, and I told Jay about it, the best boy on my job, and he goes, "All right, I'm gonna let you go today to come here and cast with you gents."
Right.
And
thanks, Jay.
And he said, "But I'm gonna check your calluses tomorrow. You better not have been lying to me."
Doubled up.
I can't believe I've developed FIFA calluses.
But wait, I feel like you've just been playing it more.
I would go home when we shot at the stage. I would go home at lunch and play a game real quick.
Right.
Oh my God.
I've been fixated, bro.
Yeah,
and these assholes
on the FIFA sauce.
And these assholes. You can tell a lot about a person by how they skip through menus and cutscenes. I've already told you this.
In terms of playing video
online
games
play,
that have that stuff?
Oh.
In the niceties of people in online play.
Wait, that's your thing? You go right to the online? I feel like maybe we talked about this before.
Yes, we have.
As someone who is doing some performing in cutscenes,
oh boy,
it really would upset me.
Yeah, you get paid anyway.
Yeah, maybe
right?
you shouldn't bring that up.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
No,
we don't.
No, we don't get any extra.
I'm saying you get paid anyway, whether or not I watch a cutscene.
That's true.
And I haven't been able to watch a cutscene that you've been in. There's a reason. Hey, Jeremy, why don't you?
I don't know why I brought
for the
that
listener.
up.
For the listener.
Not only did you bring it up, but you're wearing a Rockstar shirt, man.
Wow, you really sat in it this time, Sam Borelli.
Where is it? PS360.
Where is my PS360 copy of Grand Theft Rockstar Vegas?
I bet if you
sent it to your old address, it didn't come back to you yet.
Don't do that.
Zing.
Yeah.
Zing. Single dad. Here he comes.
Oh boy.
Yes.
I bet if you ask Rockstar for a PS3 version of Grand Theft Auto 5,
they would totally have one.
You think so? I guess maybe.
Yeah, there's got to be a closet back there in their offices.
They force people to work in that closet. They're like the Vice.
Yeah.
They're like the Vice media of
Actually,
video
we should
game
just go down the
developers.
street and we can get you a copy on PS3 for
Oh,
probably
at
$20.
Beep Beep? At Beep Bop?
Were you saying you make an appearance at the GameStop?
I've been making an appearance at the Park Slope GameStop.
And Dan is gonna say all of Kel's Good Burger lines.
That's right. Over and over.
Over and over again for everyone who asks.
As well as his lines from GTA 5, but just the good ones.
Just don't call me J-Dog.
I'll call you Spider.
Oh, Dan Spider.
I don't.
No, you know,
Get that
it's a Goodfellas reference.
Oh, I thought it was a P&P reference.
Jeez Louise.
Well, if you don't get it, it's probably a Pete and Pete reference.
True.
That's what I was chalking it up to.
We're like alternative tentacles. You know, we're all over the place.
That's right.
Tentacles?
Tentacles.
I'm saying we wear a lot of hats in our business.
Yeah. Mostly Mets hats, some Giants hats.
We got a cycling
I wear
t-shirts.
I wear a New Jersey Devils hat and an LA Kings hat. That's pretty much all the hats I wear.
Yeah, Dan, were you wearing an LA Kings hat on the night of the murder? Because we have surveillance footage from a local gas station that shows a rather inebriated, somewhat husky man trying to fill up his gas tank, getting frustrated.
I'll
And
take somewhat husky.
somewhat
from
husky,
you.
slightly.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, don't take offense because he's talking in the past.
This is a surveillance footage from months
Right.
ago.
Okay.
And
This was
then
at least 10 pounds ago.
yeah, he tosses the gas cap at the gas attendant when he comes in to help him because this is Jersey and it's full service.
Right. Truth.
And so, given that it happened in New Jersey, the guy was inebriated, slightly husky,
All those indicate me.
wearing an LA Kings hat.
An LA Kings hat in Jersey is probably. Yeah, I guess I could.
I really wanted to play the bad cop in that scenario.
Go ahead.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Why are you sweating?
Because it's hot in here, officer.
I'm not very good at it.
My
did you yell like
my
that?
partner is
Because I was playing the bad cop.
what my partner is trying to say is that you smell like a pig,
Wow.
and mostly pigs are guilty.
the good cop
So
is
we wanna-
not very nice either.
No.
This is
I'm
not good cop,
he
bad
is
cop
not,
at all.
This is
he
passive
not a
aggressive
nice
cop.
He is not a nice guy, but I am, and I'm going to give you a chance to wriggle out of this, piggy.
I did it, okay? I did it.
Just tell us where you were.
I did it. I committed that crime.
Okay, which one?
Yeah.
Because
The
there were
one
several.
the one in the gas station.
No. That was how we.
I
that
was
how we
really
placed
drunk
you.
with my friends, and I broke some stuff in the bathroom, and then a guy came up to me and put a gun to my head.
And what did- and
I
he
said, I
said-
don't want to die.
and he said, "I'm not
And
going
he
to
said, I'm
jail."
going to take your money. And then I told the authorities that I had been robbed.
Yeah. you got to hand it to the Olympics to take the focus off of our dog and pony, domestic dog and pony show that we have for just one day to give us even worse looking in the eyes of the world. As Jeremy would say, "Oh boy."
Oh boy. That was one big
He does do that. He does do that a lot.
I've picked it up. I don't even know where or who
We're actually
or how.
releasing a film strip version of the podcast, and every time you hear an "oh boy," that's your trigger to switch to the next slide. You turn to the next slide.
Just the right corner, top right corner. It's
just
just
click.
My head popped in.
Yeah, just click.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Hey, boy.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy for me was last weekend coming home on Labor Day to the West Indian Day parade in my neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
Did people die before or after you got home?
After I got home on Sunday, and then Sunday night at like 2-3 in the morning, that's when everybody starts running around.
Were you wearing?
250,000 people run around between the hours of 3 a.m. and 6:30.
It's not really different from Brooklyn anyway.
Yeah,
It's just that they're all on Eastern Parkway.
Yeah,
It's just that they're all on Eastern
they
Parkway.
go from Grand Army Plaza down to Empire Boulevard at first.
Yeah, that's a long Eastern Parkway run.
It's a long run. But
It would be incredible.
kept me up, man. Kept me up.
You were ready
Loud
for it,
music at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I gotta ask
setting
my
up.
cousin. I gotta ask my cousin how he feels about that.
It's a little much. But I
Are
want
you trying to say it was festive?
it was very festive, yeah. But
That's
it's
a
weird.
better way
It's
of putting
crazy. It's just crazy to think that there's 3 million people on your block in like a 2-mile radius. Like just like walking around, not just in their apartments, because that you can quantify a little bit.
And some of them have to pee.
Oh yeah. What's the bathroom? But wait, it's the parade, right? So that they have
they're
routes
porta
along-
potties for sure.
It's not like New Year's Eve where people just wear Depends.
Maybe in your home county.
I wouldn't put it past some of the people who are probably out from the night before.
Maybe in the Mahoning Valley. Maybe.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
It's
we're
not.
going to stay out all night drinking, just put on some Depends and just
Hello,
keep going.
we had the global warming New Year's this last New Year's. It was like not.
I was in New Paltz. It was cold. Sorry, it wasn't.
I'm thinking of the New Year's before, right?
Yeah, because I think this one was colder.
Yeah, but you know what? In 2006, Jounce did a New Year's boat cruise in the on the west side in the Hudson River,
And we had to call the icebreaker.
No, at midnight, everybody got out and went onto the top of the boat.
Iceberg!
And it it was like 50 degrees or 55 degrees. That's a warm New Year's, okay?
You're telling a story. The visual of you on the Titanic is
that
too
what
much
you-
right now.
There's a lot of people. It wasn't just me doing it. Everyone was doing it.
I'll never forget you, Dan.
This sounds like an
I'll
opium
never let go.
addict. I'm not the only one who was doing it.
What should
There
we
were
do?
many other roses on
We
this.
should just keep playing.
We did.
Buzzcocks cover? Yeah, let's do that.
No.
You're an orgasm addict. You're an orgasm addict.
I've actually been on one of those rock soft things. It's kind of, is that what it was? Rock soft booze cruise?
We've done those in the past. That's not what the New Year's thing was.
Anywho, you've been on something like that, whether or not it was actually that. And
Similar.
Yeah, maybe it was.
it could have been Oxroff or perhaps the Ruse Cruises.
Ooh. Well, we did one for Rocks Off, and we had to play after a Weezer cover band that only played the Blue album.
Is that the number one Weezer?
That was like it was like a long, long time ago. Yeah, it must be the number one.
Why didn't you throw them in the water?
Because I wasn't aware that 7 years later I'd find myself in the midst of a,
Career slump. I'll finish that sentence for you. Career slump.
a creative lull.
There you go.
Resort to
Oh, creative lull. I hear you can rent those on Airbnb a lot cheaper now. Creative lulls.
I'm just going to go back to the Titanic metaphor.
I'm gonna float down the Allegheny in my creative lull till I run into Pittsburgh.
Iceberg!
Oh boy!
But it's very hard to play music after a Weezer cover band.
Why? Because you were just emoting so hard, or your sweater was gone?
because you
They had
have an audience.
They had
you have
unraveled
an
all your clothing.
Yeah, they've unraveled all the audience's clothing.
Emotionally.
And then we had to go play some
prog rock,
hippie psychedelic shit.
jam band.
Yeah. That was when Jounce was still a jam band.
We're a tad heavier than this band that you just saw. we're a bit heavier. No big deal. Just just some people. Not too heavy.
You guys just want to think about what we're doing right now. That would be great. Just listen.
Just shake your head,
about
cross
it.
your arms and nod. Hardcore show at the back of the show. Jeremy, would you be a dear and hand me that other?
Wow.
That's
second
This is the
Seltzer
second
getting
ask.
crushed.
Yeah. It's a big day.
It's good. That's a fine day.
Only the best for one shot number 7. This is a 2 Seltzer episode right here. Oh boy.
Are you okay, buddy?
Never better. I
think
guess I
he's-
could be. I guess I could be better. I'm gonna have a baby in about 3 weeks, so I'm kind of like everyone's going. Aren't you nervous? I'm like, no. And then I go home and I'm like,
Oh my God.
why aren't I nervous? And I sharpen a knife.
It's more like, why aren't I?
Oh yeah,
You play video
FIFA.
games.
Yeah, click, 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 click. It's
Maybe
like,
less FIFA and more putting together a bassinet. Or
I got an old timey one that
You got an
all the
old-ti-
kids. Yeah, all the kids were in.
oh really? You have a family one like that?
Old timey.
Alrighty.
I didn't realize.
How old timey is it? Like is it a wooden?
It has the kids' names written on it, like several generations of kids that slept in it.
Really?
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
not mine, Adele's.
It's still pretty cool.
I'm not diminishing it.
I can't.
Otherwise, I would reel off some names at this point.
Right. Okay.
I have something in my eye. It hurts
Yes,
really
for the
bad.
listener,
I'm
Jeremy
wincing,
looks like
crying.
he just got some really bad news.
My question. I was just going to point out that I didn't know it was 3 weeks away.
Maybe less at this point.
That's. I guess we have to figure out what we're getting you. for this baby gift.
Sedatives?
New controller. You want a wireless one?
I think this one is wireless, but I think I could definitely use a new controller.
Gloves, maybe. Just
I do that
just
sometimes.
video game gloves.
When
Is there lube? Is there like PS3 lube?
You don't want to do that. 'cause
No,
they
you
slip
get
off.
the glove that's like the rest that you have for your
The gel glove?
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
God,
you
with
just
little
put it-
inserts, cooling inserts.
Like an NES power glove would be better. So you wouldn't need a controller.
My mother, I think, had a double carpal tunnel operation. She was out of commission for a little while. But she was... She had a boyfriend named Dr. Mario for quite some time.
Really?
So I think
Mario?
Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario.
Mario.
Dr. You know.
I'm not going
the
down
Tetris,
this road with you.
The
Why?
Tetris it's a Tetris clone.
Oh, yeah.
She played a lot of video games is what I'm saying.
Right, I get it.
We all played a lot of video games. Me, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister.
My mom
Maybe
was,
not my sister.
She was into Tetris, my mom. That was the one. Or Breakout. Breakout was the one. This is even older.
Kind of a reverse Tetris
Yeah.
if you think about it.
My sister loved
The crazy
to watch me play
Russians.
Earthworm Jim.
Those crazy Russians out thanking us.
What do you think about that?
What? Your sister?
I would play. I would
He's
play.
excited.
I know. I'm thinking about it now. I would play Earthworm Jim for hours, and she would just watch and like was super entertained. So it was like, make sure
It
you
was a
babysit your
win-win-win.
sister. I'm like, yeah, totally. I'm just gonna put on some Earthworm Jim.
It's one of these win-win-wins we're talking about. I would go to the corner store with 50 cents zipped into my kangaroo sneakers
Yeah.
and watch the local Chinese kids, because I lived in Borough Park. I guess they would come up from Bensonhurst or they lived in Sunset Park or right around the corner, play Super Mario Brothers, the original stand-up arcade game. And I would watch them play for like a couple of hours, and then I would come home with the same 50 cents zipped into my kangaroos.
Not today. You couldn't jump in, or you just.
I never had a chance to
Yeah,
jump in.
'cause
They
they
were
just-
really good.
yeah.
They were really good, and I picked up a lot. They could make a 1 quarter go for a long time.
You know, I saw kangaroos in a shoe store window recently in Greenpoint.
What'd you say to yourself?
I said to myself, nope, not yet. I'm not going there yet. It's a funny idea, but nope, not right now. Yeah, so I declined. I do remember those with the little zipper and the little Velcro pouch.
I think I got 50 cents stuck in there.
That 50 cents you could have used.
You know what that'd be worth
If
today?
those quarters were from 1964 beforehand,
The silver quarters?
mostly made of silver, you
Yeah.
should keep those.
No, they weren't. If I had those quarters today, though, they'd be worth 50 cents.
Yeah, inflation doesn't change that.
But invested properly.
65.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, maybe a nice savings bond for the kid. Maybe
Oh, that's a
something
good
that
idea.
matures. Maybe something that matures in 2050.
We were thinking.
So we'll just get a bottle of booze, like a good bottle.
Oh,
of
like
booze
it's
that,
like
you know,
Johnny Walker Plaid, and then it
something like
matures,
that. Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it matures like this is the starter kit. It costs $2, and you can't drink it for 30 years.
right?
Do not drink. It's got big X's on it. Do not drink.
Wilford Brimley's the guy who does the commercial.
He's dead, and we have the same birthday.
Really?
Yeah,
You and
it's-
Wilford?
and it's coming up in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Just like
You
the
never
kid.
know Wilford Brimley was dead though, because they always run his commercials.
I don't know. Do they?
I don't know. You
think
never know he was dead even when he was alive, because he was alive.
I think we're. I don't know. I don't know what just happened, but I dig it. So what should I do in Florida other than go to the beach?
Which you going to the West Coast, the East Coast,
I'm going to St. Augustine over on the old West Coast.
Orient that for me.
Northwest.
You're in the Gulf Shore.
I'm on the ocean side. I'm not in the Gulf.
You said on the West
the
Coast.
West
You're in
Coast
the
would be
ocean,
the Gulf side.
The ocean, the Gulf side. Gulf
Oh,
of
right,
Mexico.
right.
You're in the Gulf of Mexico.
I had my-
North, east,
I'm on the far east, the
southwest.
northeast. Man, I biffed that.
I don't know much about St. Augustine except, probably set a good example, and then later was beatified by Pope Pius IV.
I'm going to say I agree.
That's because you
With
don't.
what he says.
That's 'cause
You
you
don't know what he said.
anything about that.
No, I think he's right. I think
Well, you're not saying anything right now. All right. Well, I'm just gonna go to the beach then, and have a bunch of drinks. And
What
watch
else
football.
would you do?
I don't know. It's
Isn't
a
that why
family
you
thing.
wanted to go to Florida in the first place? Because you wanted to go to the beach?
Yeah, I'm into beaches, but more so because the family's leaving the area, and I used to. It's my aunt and uncle, and it's a good little family time. You know what I mean? You got to do that.
You really like your family, man.
I know, it's crazy.
You should play putt-putt.
There's a great putt-putt there. It is a touristy town. That's a good call.
It's a good thing
There's
to
a
do with
city
the
winery
family.
there, but I don't think it's the same city.
In St. Augustine?
Yeah. It's a big music town. It's touristy, but there's Anyway, it's good wine, but I don't drink wine, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, what is that? What the fuck? It's like,
I think you can change that. You didn't drink IPAs for a long time, and now
That's a good point.
Now he's all about the IPA.
Oh, can't stand them. So
Can't
tired.
stand them?
So tired of that like trend of beers because it's taken over coolers all over Local 52, and it's really it's really
bums you out.
It's a troubling trend. Is what I'm trying to say.
I like the sour beer trend.
I don't mind those. I don't mind those at all.
No, they make you sleepy
Mike
too.
doesn't like those either. He just fell asleep for the listener.
What do you like, Michael? Do you like yourself a nice Pilsner?
Yeah, I like a pilsner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do too.
Okay. That's something we can agree on. Homer Simpson episodes.
Indicators.
Indicator.
There's no E.
No, that's when you experience an indicator in real
Turns
time.
into a Homer Simpson
It
episode.
becomes a Homer Simpson episode.
Oh my God, he's having a Homer Simpson
He's
episode.
having an HSE in front of me, man. Get your pen. Get your pen. Stab him.
Seltzer.
That's pretty good.
That would be my Homer Simpson
Actually,
episode.
I shouldn't be drinking, lads. I really ought to lay off the seltzer and just have it as a treat for when we gather because it's not good for your digestion, apparently.
Is
Well,
that true?
I always thought that it was, it wasn't that good for you because you're putting extra bubbles into your body.
Shut up, Gert.
It makes me
Gert.
burp more.
Gert.
Here's the real
Don't call me Gert.
Shut up, Gert.
Gert Tambrelli.
Gert.
Here's the real thing. It's
Shut up, Go Gert.
It's not great for your tooth enamel. That's one thing. And the second thing is when you're trying to hydrate yourself, it has bubbles, so you feel like you're full and you're not. So those are the only two downfalls to seltzer I've read.
Yeah, but that one downfall I
This has
crush
been-
all the time because
This
I
has
drink
been Downfalls
a
of
lot it.
Seltzer with Jeremy Bale.
This has been Downfalls of Seltzer with Jeremy.
Welcome back to Seagram Seltzer Theater.
Actually, Seagram's has sodium, which is NG.
This one does right here?
Yeah.
Really?
That's a lot.
I regret that.
Oh yeah, 35 milligrams. Would you look
Holy
at that?
shit bags.
You're not
Yeah.
drinking the right stuff. They should call it club soda then. I think
I
that's
don't-
how you. I think that's the difference.
I'm gonna
between club
raise.
soda
I'm
and
gonna.
seltzer is
I'm gonna raise
sodium.
this with craft service tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know this seltzer I've been jacking from you.
The seltzer.
So
I've been-
good.
The seltzer I've been drinking on the clock, off of location.
Giving random Subway people. Oh, that was water. That was regular water, you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's the gesture that counts. I think he was willing to hold a sweaty stranger's bike while he took his shirt off. On
I
a
feel like
subway
it's
platform.
a fair trade, a super fair trade.
Super fair trade.
Yeah,
Super fair trade is like when everyone wins.
the super fair trade is like really organic. It's like,
The most fair.
everything that you
the
get
fairest.
at Whole Foods is
Yeah.
super
What's up?
trade fair.
That's
What's
the
up?
next level.
We're Jounce. We're a super fair trade band. I know you just got done listening to Blues Experience or whatever.
Blue Experience.
Blue Experience, the
Jimi
Weezer,
Hendrix-
the Weezer
Jimi
cover
Hendrix
band.
and Weezer cover
Yeah,
band
the-
combined.
It's the Blue album, but played upside down on a left-handed guitar, on a right-handed guitar. Jeremy, what facts are you checking now?
Nothing. I'm just doing a little prep work.
For what? Are you a chef?
For our big show.
Are you
Wednesday.
getting your mise en place together?
our mise en place?
Yeah. So we have a show coming up next month
That's right.
in October.
October 5th.
That's-
let's do a little self promotion.
That's one of the months that comes next, and
I
that's
think-
an early part of the month.
It's less than a month away.
So
guys.
how many pods are going to come out before this show happens?
Well, let's go to the calendar. Looks like there's going to be a new one on the 21st. That's
Of
going to be
this
great.
of this month.
Yep.
Okay.
And then following that, it would be
Which would be this one that would come
It'd be
up on the
October
21st.
5th.
Okay, so this is our last chance to really plug this pod.
this is our last chance.
Let's put 5 seconds on the clock. Ready, Dan? Go.
Come to the show. It's going to be great. and it's at Le Poisson Rouge, which is used to be.
Dang. Okay.
Oh, come on,
Jeremy.
I was gonna try to wrap up the Jimi Hendrix experience.
Jeremy, let's put 5 seconds on the clock. Go.
Guys, we'd like to see you at our next live show, Danny and Mike Live at La Poisson Rouge. That's presented by New York Comic Con. It's going to be amazing. October 5th, 7th, 8th.
More than 5
Dang,
seconds.
dang.
You're not counting.
I was doing Mississippi's under.
Yeah, you were.
I was
your
doing Mississippi.
Mississippi's-
You can see me doing
Your
Mississippi.
Mississippi's were Mississippi.
They're right next to Alabama. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, you're ready? And go.
Everybody come to the Danny and Mike live show, Le Poisson Rouge, October 6th.
That was very
was pretty
concise. But I feel like we warmed you up. We gave you all the...
Hey, you guys, what do you call, convinced me to take my shirt off and podcast.
That's
so
right.
it looks
Nobody
like anything
convinced
goes.
you to take your
Wait,
shirt
yeah.
off. I think you did that on your own, Mike.
I
The,
did supply my own beverages this time, so I can't blame you for roofing me.
another footnote to that, tickets $12. You can buy them online if you go to our website, DannyandMike.com, and look for live. It's under there.
Mike, 6 seltzer flavors in 5 seconds. Go.
Watermelon, wild cherry, black cherry, pomegranate, banana, and pineapple.
Banana? I don't think banana is a seltzer.
Have you had every polar seltzer flavor?
I don't believe banana is a
Have you had every polar seltzer flavor?
I've had the majority of them.
I don't think that...
I have, of all the regular ones, and
The regular one, sure.
And seasonals?
I've had a lot of seasonal.
You've had a lot
ones.
of seasonals, have you?
Yes, I
Well,
have.
you've been out of college a few years now. You don't go up to Northampton all the time.
I was-
sample
well,
every freaking flavor all the time, all right? You don't, you know, you have.
I find
you haven't
the
been,
polar- I
You know
find
what?
the
You've been gone
polar
a long time.
spots
I don't do
here,
shines
bro.
no more.
I don't-
Okay, I don't do shines no more.
Go get your fucking shine box.
That's it. Keep them here.
Okay, well, you did it. I was hoping that you wouldn't do it.
I didn't know how many it was. I was just looking at your fingers as they counted them off.
Jeremy, 6 one-syllable first names in 5 seconds. Go.
Cherry, pineapple, banana. I just looked up banana seltzer, and there is
Neapolitan.
polar banana seltzer.
I win! Thank you, fact
And it's kind of terrifying.
I never get tired of winning. I guess you'd have to add Seltzer King to
Nope,
my.
absolutely
Not.
No, I
We
take a
consume more seltzer
How
than
about
you do.
how about Seltzer Namer King? You haven't seen me on set.
that's-
You don't know my behavior on set. We consume more seltzer than I do. Sounds like Woodward and Bernstein over here have been burning the midnight oil, reporting a hot case and putting away a 30 rack. Is it a 30 rack of Canada Dry? I don't think so. I don't think so.
You wouldn't put down a 30 rack of Canada Dry.
Not only that, I get all my seltzer for free, baby. so put that in your bubbler.
I gotta make that soundboard one of these days.
Yeah, I think the Danny and
I
Mike.
get all my seltzer for free, baby.
I think for the listener, would you pay anything for a Danny and Mike soundboard app? Because we wouldn't, but that's because we own our voices for free. But you don't, so tell us.
That's right.
Tell us via various mediums. There's
Well, we went back to $1 billion idea last week, but this week we're back to change ideas like that.
Right.
That would get us a couple
Couple
pennies.
cents.
which
The Danny and Mike soundboard app.
seltzer idea.
Yeah.
What seltzer idea? Were we making seltzer?
Banana seltzer?
I would love to make seltzer.
Danny and Mike seltzer, made in Brooklyn.
T&M.
Plaid label.
I do have a soda stream.
Well,
It's out. We're out.
think a little bigger than that. Yeah.
Jeremy?
That's not. I have access to a Breaking Bad-esque seltzer shop.
You're out. Jeremy, you're in.
Oh, great.
Brendan will do locations.
Great. Oh, I have it. It's like the Breaking Bad meth shop, but it's for seltzer. It can be blue too. I don't care.
Guys, I can think bigger.
We
okay?
can't
Can I
think of
come-
we can't think of
please?
anything except referring it in terms of 2 other pop culture items. Like it's like the Pixies times
Plus
anything.
the breeders,
Exactly.
But with a little
Amps in there.
yeah.
Anybody hear the new Pixies tune?
I saw that they released it. I did not listen. Is it good?
No.
Okay, you heard it here.
garbage.
This has been music releases
Danny's
with
Music
Dan.
Corner.
With Dan.
Not a fan.
This has been Black T-shirt Music Release Weekly.
BM
BM
TS
S
WW.
R Yeah.
Oh, R. Forgot the R.
Yeah.
You can figure it out.
Let's have tacos, gents.
Oh, I'm ready for some tacos. Come join us for some tacos, ladies and gentlemen. Before we go, though, I do want to. You guys have any parting thoughts? You want to before I put the old end cap on this?
It's not necessary to wear a shirt when you podcast, but it helps. It's not like we're at LA, like city of podcasts, and everywhere is air conditioned.
Right.
You know what I mean? You could do it all natural.
I don't feel like everywhere in LA is air conditioned, though. They have this weird thing where it's like even though it's hot outside, there's no humidity, so they just open windows.
That's because other people like vampire moisture out of you. It's a very vampiric city. Put your phone away.
I love that.
No,
place.
I was just going to say, because we'll have a couple other podcasts to push this, but we are doing an adventure that coincides with Monday Night Football at Giant Stadium.
Oh,
We will be there early.
You're teasing a little.
We will be there early, and if you guys are going to be around.
Someone raised his voice in excitement.
I did. I got very excited. Started to think about the
First,
Giants.
buy tickets for the live show.
Le Poisson Rouge.
La Poisson
Oh,
Rouge.
yeah.
and then
get
your mind wrapped around. Come to tailgate with us.
Well, no, then go see the show after you buy the tickets and enjoy it, laugh at it,
Right.
take it home, digest it, see what you think. Think maybe you want to do it again if you want to see us again the following month.
But we won't be doing the podcast in the parking lot.
We'll be getting drunk and
Why
just
not?
talking about
Just
football.
be hanging out.
Why not? I think we should do the podcast in the parking lot.
Logistically,
We can switch between Chris Russo and Mike Francesa.
okay. That's.
Let me tell you, Mike.
You know what? Yes.
Let me tell you, Mikey, let me tell you something.
Yesterday, I was listening to the radio, and
Why?
I don't know, because I do.
You were listening to
And I was
terrestrial
listening-
wrestling.
I was listening to terrestrial radio.
My
correct,
favorite kind,
yes.
Earth.
And Mike Francesa was on, and I've been listening to him for years, and I listen to him because I hate him, and I just like the way he handles callers. And he had this one guy who was just trying to make a point, and like he was shooting it down, and so the guy was like trying to like steer the conversation to his next point, and he would let Mike Francesa would let him get like half of what he was saying out, and then Mike would like go back to the previous thing that he was
You're
saying.
still wrong. You're
And
still wrong on
yeah.
that other thing. And let's
He
go
won't
back
let
to
it go.
Let's go back
He
to
won't
that
let
other
it
thing
go.
you were wrong about. You were wrong again. You're still wrong, and you're carrying the wrong weight.
And you call up as a joke? It's a joke. You're calling up here. It's a joke. And it's not a funny joke either. Huh?
I mean, it's a decent Francesca.
No, that wasn't a good one. I'm not in the mood for it right now.
I think we do the live podcast from the back of your two-door car.
Ooh, I like that.
I'm just saying.
I'll bring the kielbasi. We can tailgate and grill for real. I'll bring kielbasi and
That's-
mustard.
I want to do that. I think that would be really fun to
Can
do.
you bring the Explorer or the what is it called?
all right,
The Blazer.
The Blazer.
Come on, guys.
It's
it
definitely
dead?
a Blazer.
Wait, did the
think
Blazer
it's
die?
still-
It's not dead. It's not dead. My brother-in-law bought me
Yeah.
out. Is all.
Oh, right.
He did, and now it just sits in his driveway.
Well,
A testament to your
Resurrection.
embarrassment.
No insurance, no registration.
I used testament. I used it
The
in a
band?
sentence. No, the word testament. I used it in a sentence.
I'm real proud of you. What's that supposed to mean?
It's the word I use in every interview we do.
I'm not in interview mode right now, so I wouldn't be thinking about that.
You're not on your best behavior?
No, I'm not. I'm on sweaty behavior now. It's getting extra sweaty right now.
well, before we go, though, I want to say that we're part of the Feral Audio Podcasting Collective.
We are
and
indeed.
We are very proud of it. Give them a listen. You can listen to archived episodes of this podcast or a bunch of others that are amazing. Well, that's... Thank you.
You burping over
Our bumper.
our feral audio bumper?
Yes.
That's really
It's a
polite.
burping bumper.
It's very polite of you.
I'm sorry.
No, we
Dustin.
love everybody there.
Yeah, that wasn't a burp, a negative burp. That
No,
was a
it's-
positive thing.
It's not a lot. It's not a big company, so you can come in and body hug like all the people.
That's right, and we will.
That is not a threat. That is not a threat, guys.
Anyway, check out feralaudio.com, and they have a million podcasts that are incredible, and we thank them for being amazing. And that's going to do it for us. Thanks for tuning in to episode 7 of the Danny and Mike One Shot. Goodbye. The Adventures of Danny and Mike stars Danny Tamborelli and Michael C. Morona. The show is produced by Jeremy Balin. The podcast is part of the Feral Audio Podcasting Collective and can be found on their website at feralaudio.com. For more information on the guys, visit our website at dannyandmike.com. Also, look us up on Twitter at Danny and Mike with the and spelled out, and on Facebook at facebook.com/The Adventures of Danny and Mike. Thanks for listening.